Hey folks, Miguel here. Today's Beachbody coaching tip is all about patience. Now, it's one of those things that people don't really talk about. They give you all these tips about setting goals and kind of what to do, but I think they forget one of the biggest points that any successful Beachbody coach will have, and that is patience. You need to have a ton of patience, I think, in life, but especially with Beachbody. Because here's the thing. Losing weight takes patience. Helping someone change their lives takes patience. Being able to stick through it takes patience. And the thing with Beachbody is that it's all about helping other people change lives. And I get a lot of coaches that become coaches after they've had an amazing transformation, and maybe they've been able to do it in 10 weeks with T25 and they've lost, 20, 30 pounds, or, maybe they're doing their third round of P90X3 and they've lost 80, 90 pounds, some of them. And then they get so excited and they join the Beachbody family and they're excited to change lives and change all these people. And what they find out is that a lot of people maybe aren't ready yet to change their life, or some people want to join, but they're not too sure yet. And to go through that, when you're someone that's so excited about the results you've had, to stick with it and keep through it, I know it takes patience. And I talk to a lot of top coaches. I talk to a lot of top coaches even on my team and coaches in general. And I find that this is their biggest struggle, is the patience. They like to say they have the patience, but they really, a lot of people don't have the patience. Patience isn't just waiting 3 months for things to start happening. Patience, in my mind, is executing on all the vital behaviors that makes a successful Beachbody coach day in and day out every single day for a year. That to me is patience. And if someone tells you that they can make you an incredibly successful Beachbody coach in a matter of weeks, honestly, they're lying to you. It doesn't work that way. You need an incredible amount of patience to be a successful Beachbody coach. And I don't know what success means to you. Maybe success means to you is, changing 20 people's lives in 1 year. Maybe success to you means making an extra $400 a month. Maybe success to you is building a 6-figure income. There's no guarantees in life. There's no guarantees in Beachbody. And the reality is that you're going to need a lot of patience to survive and to make your dreams come true. Let me get really real with you. In the beginning, when I started my Beachbody journey, right? And when I say I started it, I'm talking weight loss. I was 232 pounds at my heaviest. And I ended up, trying a whole bunch of different things to lose weight. I tried going to the gym. That didn't work. I tried running. That didn't work. I even tried P90X, the original P90X. I put up a chin-up bar that's over there, and it fell off the first day, and I fell on my butt. I tried again the second and third day. Third day, I actually quit. I did Turbo Fire. I tried really hard with Turbo Fire, and I got great results with Turbo Fire, finally. And this is after about a month or two of trying. I hadn't lost any weight. And Turbo Fire was the program for me, where I lost a ton of weight, thanks to Chalene Johnson and her motivation. And after 90 days, I had lost almost 45 pounds. I stuck with it through the 120 days. I lost about 50 pounds. I changed my programs. I started doing Les Mills Combat. And over a year, I lost 80 pounds. That takes patience. And patience isn't just, well, I'm going to wait a year and work out 5 times in that year. Hopefully I'll lose weight. That's not patience. Patience is hitting play and doing the workouts and all of that stuff that comes with it, the nutrition, drinking Shakeology, all that stuff. I did that. I had patience because I knew I was going to get the results that I wanted. It's the same thing when you apply it to the Beachbody business. When it comes to the Beachbody business, you need to have patience. I'll tell you, I worked so hard in my first few months as a Beachbody coach because I wanted to change lives. And after working harder than I've ever worked in my whole life, and to be honest, I didn't feel like it was work because I was helping people. I was working some weeks 40, 60 hours at my Beachbody business and another 40 hours at my regular job. And I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm not saying this to tell you this is what you have to do. I'm telling you this is what I did to become the #1 coach in Beachbody in Canada within my first year as a coach. How did I do that? How did I become an elite Beachbody coach, ranked 30th in the company out of 140 plus thousand coaches within a year? you know, it wasn't working 10 hours a week. I'm sorry. It was working 40 to 60 hours every week for 3 months. And you know how much I was making after 3 months of working 40 to 60 hours as a Beachbody coach, helping people, taking calls, running fit clubs, talking to people for hours on Messenger about the transformation and all the changes they wanted to make in their life, talking to coaches, figuring out the business, figuring out how the downlines worked, figuring out all that stuff, 40 to 60 hours a week. You know how much I was making after 3 months? I think my check was $450 for 1 week, right? That doesn't make any sense. Most people would lose their patience. Most people would lose their confidence. Most people would quit. And that's the thing. I didn't quit. I knew that I was just around the bend, and I knew that I'd be able to make it happen. And fast forward 3 or 4 months later, I actually tripled my income from January to March. And you fast forward a little bit more, I went to Coach Summit. I had patience. I went to Coach Summit. I learned from the top coaches. And one of my checks right after the Focus T25 launch and Beachbody, I'd made over $5,000 in 1 week. Okay, and that was from October to about June, end of June. And so here's the thing, that took patience for me. And you might say, oh well, that was a short period. But here's the thing, I worked my butt off for that short period, like so hard. People will never know, maybe my wife knows, how hard I pushed to make that happen. And now I'm in a position that most people dream about a year later, and I'm able to make these videos and spend time helping coaches, any coach, I don't care. If you want my help, I want to help you. If you're thinking about becoming a coach, I want to help you. I want to shortcut it for you, because in that time, I learned a lot of stuff, right? And so I help my coaches now. I tell them, like, do this, don't do that, do this, don't do that. And I hope that I've kind of paved the way for other people to do what I did in that short period so they can do it too. And so that's the thing. And what my big message today was patience, okay? If I didn't have patience, none of this would have happened. If I didn't have patience, I wouldn't have lost the weight. I wouldn't have grown an incredible 6-figure business with Beachbody. I wouldn't have been able to retire from my full-time job almost 3-4 weeks ago now just to be a Beachbody coach. Like literally my life's, I don't know how else to say it. It's pretty much a dream come true. Not even a dream. I never dreamed this was possible. In my wildest dreams, I thought maybe I'll retire when I'm 45. That would be amazing. I'd still have maybe 20, 30 really good years left. No, did I ever think I was going to retire at 34? Absolutely not. Especially when I was 33, I was nowhere close. All of a sudden, a year later, I'm retired. Absolutely crazy to me, right? I get to work out twice a day. My wife, I'm at home with her with our little baby. She gets to work out twice a day too. We eat super healthy meals now. We have a great time. We get to spend a lot of time with our family. I drop my kid off at school from kindergarten. I pick him up. I get to go out with my friends at lunch. I mean, it's amazing. But none of that will happen if you don't have patience. I'm telling you right now, the biggest gift I could give to you is if I could drop down and give you some patience. And I don't know if I can do that, but hopefully my story has helped you. Hopefully it's motivated you to have a little more patience, stick with it. And again, patience isn't just you're going to wait. Patience is you're going to work your butt off to make those huge goals and dreams come true. In the next video, I'm going to talk about that. So if you tune into the next video, I'm going to talk about how you make those big goals and dreams come true. So till then, live with passion, and I want you to dream the extreme.